each containing large amounts of radioactive water, put together hastily, leaking continuously. What happens when this radiation leaks? It goes down here into the water and into the aquifer and out into the ocean. For 2.5 years, this has been occurring. 2.5 years, this has been occurring. After the typhoon that was recently present there, some of the radioactivity outside of some of these storage areas went up 6,500 times. That's a lot of radiation for anyone, anywhere. And where does it go once it got out? It gets down into the water and out into the ocean. Here is another look at the Daiichi plant, and I just want to call your attention to all of these that were not there in the previous example. And what are these? These are the storage tanks, hastily built, but leaking continuously. And where does that water go? Down into the aquifer or out into the ocean. So there are about 100 tons per day that comes into the reactors to try and keep them cool. And again, the problem is keeping them cool. We don't even know where this molten lava is. It may be down here, and many experts think it is actually down here in the ground, burrowing down into the ground. There was a movie made about this many years ago called The China Syndrome. Well, this may be coming more in our direction than towards China. This is also 400 tons of water come underneath the reactor site and into the ocean every day, and this is being contaminated from the reactors as well as from the storage banks that are there. So what do we know? We know that radioactive water continues to flow into the Pacific Ocean unabated. We know that the levels of radioactivity in the ocean around Fukushima have remained relatively constant, as has the contamination of the fish. Well, what does this tell you? You're in steady state, even though you're in contact with the ocean, and yes, there is some dilution that's occurring as the radioactive water moves eastward again. We're maintaining the same concentration of radioactivity there, which means it's still being soiled with the amount of radioactivity that's coming in. So it's not a steady state situation, it's one that's continually increasing as the Pacific Ocean is being soiled with radioactive water.